second series of Lawyers on Company Law, a byproduct of our YouTube channel, The Normal Litigators. I am Advocate Upasna, Legal Associate at the Law Offices of Kuvar Vivek Tawar, Advocate and Associates. Today we'll discuss about the procedure for the formation of a company. From the time the idea of forming of a company is first conceived and till the company is actually formed and commences business, the formation of a company may be divided into three principal stages: promotion, incorporation, and commencement of business. We will complete the formation of a company in 2 episodes. So today we will discuss on the promotion. Promotion generally means forming of a company. In India, we have seen promotion generally is done by individuals who are entrepreneurs as occasional promoters. And there are 4 stages of promotion. There is conception of idea, incorporation, flotation, and commencement of business. Now, first of all, we should know who is promoter. The term promoter in the Companies Act 2013 is defined in Section 2, subsection 69, which states that promoter means a person who has been named as such in the prospectus of the company, or a person who is identified by the company in the annual return referred to in Section 92, and a person who has a control over the affairs of the company directly or indirectly, whether as a shareholder, director, or otherwise, or in accordance with whose advice, direction, or instructions the board of directors of the company is accustomed to act. But the person who is giving directions, advice, or instructions to the board of directors in a professional capacity is not a promoter. For example, company secretary, lawyers, merchant bankers, and lien managers, etc. Promoters are deeply involved in the incorporation process of the company. So, a pertinent question arises: what is the legal position of the promoters in the company? Promoters are not agents, as before incorporation, the company does not exist in the eyes of law, so there can be no principal. They are also not trustees, as the company is not a beneficiary, but the promoters undoubtedly stands in a fiduciary position. They have in their hands the creation and molding of the company. They have the power of defining how the company comes into existence, when the company is to come into existence, and in what shape the company comes into existence, and under whose supervision the company comes into existence. Now, if we talk about the duties of a promoter, the Companies Act 2013. Now, if we talk about the duties of the promoter, in the Indian Companies Act 2013, there is no clear provision, but Section 35 and 34 imposes for the untrue statement in the prospectus. Now, if we talk about the duties of the promoter, in Indian Companies Act 2013, there is no clear provision, but Section 34 and 35 imposes a liability for the untrue statement in the prospectus and for fraudulent trading. In particular, there are 2 duties of the promoters in a fiduciary position. First one, duty not to make secret profit, and the second one, duty to disclose to the company any interest in a transaction. That's all about the promotion and promoters of the company. I hope you all have liked our podcast channel and this episode was informative and knowledgeable for all of you. If so, then do please subscribe our channel, The Normal Litigators. You can ask questions, give feedback, and for further queries, contact us on our website www.advocatetanmur.com. Thank you and have a good day.